Today's video is sponsored by Conqueror's Blade. Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to take a look at this popular strategy in the pro scene, the hyper carry strategy, which basically you want your middle laner to take the blue and the red buff, so he can be overfed and overleveled before anyone else. The concept of this strategy is to have this hero to have so much farm that the opposite team won't have time to farm before this hero snowballs with insane damage output. In this game I'm using Granger for this strategy, but you can use so many other heroes such as Ling, Leomort, Bruno, Carry. Initially I wanted to use Carry, but the other team banned her. So for this strategy you want to do 1-3-1 lineup, which means 1 at top, 3 in middle and 1 at bottom lane. Ideally for the side lane, you want a good fighter like Tharmus, Jawhead, Leomort, Xborg, and a good tank such as Uranus. In the middle, you want a supporting or a tank hero. Unfortunately, I will not recommend doing this while playing solo or trio, because usually your random teammates won't listen to you, and if I might be honest, this strategy is a little bit broken. And as you can see, our Uranus player, who is a random, didn't really get the memo and went to the middle lane without even buying mask. That delayed my farm a little bit. But while all this was happening, the enemy team was stealing the red buff under our nose. Oh, by the way, this game is going to be really interesting, because we are playing against 5 players who reached Mythic rank already, meaning they play 4 hours minimum a day, while we have 2 legends in our team. Even though it's a little bit of mismatch, this will prove that this strategy is pretty broken. To be honest, this strategy is actually quite old. I used to do it back then with Cyclops, when there were originally 2 kinds of buff, red and blue, before they changed to 2 identical buff, but now they changed it back again, so now we see this old strategy coming back to life. Instead of going to the front, I went to flank the enemies to stop their path to retreat. A great start. I really needed that triple early kills, because this strategy was falling behind. See, my teammates stole some of my experience and the enemy stole my red buff. As I said, the opposite team consists of players who play more than 4 hours a day, so this is going to be an intense game. Our Valor is already losing faith, but if we play our cards properly, there's nothing to worry about. As you can see, they are constantly trying to invade our jungle and stop me from taking the buff, because they know that if I get fed, I can make the game very difficult for them, and that is the right approach to stop this strategy. Unfortunately, that didn't turn out so well for them, and the first mistake was they didn't think it through. When I died in the last teamfight, both of my supports in the middle lane died as well, which means we will all respawn at the same time and go for the red buff. Also, we had an extra player who was already a bottom lane. If they wanted to succeed in that gank, they probably needed one more hero. But before we continue with this video, today we have a wonderful sponsor to support the channel. Have you ever wanted to be the commander of a huge army and actually feel like you're part of the battle? If you're a huge fan of war battles, then this is the game for you. Conqueror's Blade is an online PC game which focuses on war and conquest, which you will have to engage in online siege battle to conquer other territories and castles. You can ask your friends to join you in your quest to conquer all civilization. You can also trade and share resources amongst players and form the ultimate alliance that could dominate the whole country. You also have the option to create and customize your own powerful commander that specializes in different unique weapons and uses special abilities to fight and turn the tide of battle. The whole time you'll be in direct control of the whole army, so it really feels like you are actually fighting a war. So if you're a fan of war and want to have your own castle, expand and conquer other territories, this is a game that you have to play. But the best part, this game is absolutely for free, and for a very limited amount of time, they are giving away some amazing and unique gifts to new players who sign up right now. Not sure when they are going to stop this promotion, so don't waste this opportunity and download the game now using my link in the description down below. When you take the Little Wanderer, you can play a little bit more aggressive. The health regeneration buff is amazing. An important tip about this strategy: if you are not the one with the hyper carry role, then don't farm the middle lane. For example here, Expert should go top to defend and leave the middle lane minion wave to the carry. Well, that sucks. If I have the last hit, I probably didn't have to go back to base. This jungle minion gives a lot of health back. You want to avoid recalling back to base as much as possible. You want to keep farming non-stop. Although we were getting kills here and there, this wasn't optimal because we were investing 5 players to push one lane. Ideally, we will want to have one player in the other lane at all times, clearing the minion waves, so the enemy can't push. As you can see, Moscow just kept free farming top and getting objectives. It would have been better if our export was at top and middle lane just clearing the minion waves. I activated the Purify so I could walk faster and catch the Lancelot. In case you didn't know, Purify increases your movement speed briefly. Here I'm being very patient and waiting for the Gato to crowd control Lancelot first, because if I go first, Lancelot can just simply dash away. We already got the bottom lane objective. I wanted to push to the middle lane and destroy that turret as well, but once I saw my team engaging in a 50-50 team fight, I had to participate, since the hyper carry has the most damage. Remember, when you are the carry, you are the focus of attention. Everyone in their mother will try to kill you first, so you have to pay the utmost attention to your positioning and react fast. Okay, Moskov is the only remaining hero from the enemy team. If my tanks go in first and don't allow Moskov to get close, we can end the game. You know, I just wanted to have a bit more fun. Ending the game like this seems a little bit anticlimactic, don't you agree? Oof, that perfect lord swing timing. So looking at how much damage the enemies deal, instead of going for more attack items like Berserker Fury, I decided that I needed more survivability ASAP. So I went for Wings of the Apocalypse Queens first. Well, Cho decided to do a last attempt to get a kill before the game ends, but thanks to the wings, do you see how much damage he blocked? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thanks, and see ya!